Welcome back, humans on all the spectrums. We are here to break down episode 6 with our non-readers. Yes, we are back with our non-reader reacts series, and we have these fine, lovely ladies who are giving us their time. And your thoughts and opinions are sweeping the nation, everybody. Everyone loves it, and so let's carry on. Episode 6.
Yeah, welcome, G-Mama. Welcome, Lady Catherine. I hope you guys had a good week. We have a fun episode to talk about. It's called The Flame of Tar-Valon. It's episode 6 of the first season of The Wheel of Time from Amazon. And it starts with a young swan, daughter of the river, strong as the tides, slippery like an eel, sharp as a hook, crafty as a net. What else, Ryan? I don't know.
I want to know how clever a pike is. Are they really smart fish?
Oh yeah.
The smartest.
Oh yeah.
They're so funny at parties.
I think they're pretty sharp.
So here's the river.
Beautiful.
Very beautiful.
They're in Tyr.
Yes.
And apparently people in Tyr don't like little girls who can do magic.
Yep.
She gets sent on a boat.
Tyr have badass tattoos when they're really young too.
Yes, kids with tattoos are the baddest of
Do they grow in or?
Ooh, good. Ooh. Oh, yeah.
That's a great question.
No, I mean.
And we do have reference to the tattoos later where Moiraine says that one's new. And she's like, yeah, I've had it about a year and a half.
Right. Does it just come when they hit a certain age, more tattoos? Because I can't see holding down a little 5-year-old and inking them up because that's painful.
Inking them up. Yeah.
That dude is gangster right there.
Yes, that's awesome.
That guy I would give half my commissary to in jail.
It looks like a Christmas tree.
Some sort of like insect. What's it like? Centipede.
It's a human centipede.
I thought he was a thief because he lost his hand.
And so keep going. What else do you think? Is that explain why they're living on the river?
Yeah. No, that explains why he's handless because he stole, so he lost his hand.
And where do you think the mom is?
I think the mom is the White Tower. Gone, or maybe killed because she did have power. I think there's some.
And that's how they know to hide her powers?
Right.
Do you think it runs in families?
I think it might.
Huh.
Those tattoos look somewhat like Aztec or
Maori?
Yeah, tribal, I guess. Yeah.
Tribal, for sure.
Yeah. Except for that centipede. That centipede's just gangster.
So then we get to this part where their village is burned down, or the little hut is burned down.
Yeah, I don't even think it was a village; it was there.
So the kid channels and helps dad with the rope, and he is acerbic with her, and she's like, "Don't worry about it." We hear dogs barking in the background. What do you think happened? Do you think they saw her do it on the river, and then they just burned the house down, like that in that moment, or what do you think happens?
At first, I thought, because they looked over at the place where the dogs were barking and I saw smoke, and I thought maybe she started it by mistake. That she wasn't in full control of her power. And, she's doing this one thing and a little spark.
Whoopsie.
But then when I saw the Pac-Man, I realized it was done on purpose.
The Pac-Man.
But first off, that's great. If they didn't have Pac-Man on the wall, like they didn't.
I would have thought it was oops.
She's like, "Way to go, girl! You need to leave."
Oh, I did not know you meant by Pac-Man. I'm like,
Pac-Man.
Yeah, does it kind of look like a Pac-Man?
It does.
Oh, look, Pac-Man tagging Pac-Man.
This is amazing. All right.
Remember the head would flip back. All right.
Oh wow. Okay.
So what do you? So what does this Pac-Man mean? Is there any thoughts as to why this fence was it there before? What's going on with this? Do you guys think?
can't not see it anymore.
There before? I mean,
or the drawing or whatever. Waka, waka, waka.
I can't unsee it.
Seriously, that's all I got. Pac-Man.
That's amazing.
that's funny. I saw a big comma.
That's what
Yes.
she did too. Okay, he goes, no, it's Pac-Man. I go, no, it's
Yeah.
Pac-Man.
Yeah. And we've seen that shape before. My assumption is that it was put there by whomever destroyed that village.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the first episode with the sheep where all the sheep were dead and they kind of zoomed out and they were in a shape similar to that.
This exact. Well, let's just say it. It's the exact shape.
Yeah.
Cute.
So I think that was something evil that killed those sheep. So
Is this sheep blood?
They seem to have an awesome relationship. He wakes her up. He's like, "You want to go fishing?" She's like, "Fuck yeah, let's do it."
Before the bastards do.
Before the motherfuckers get them. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
She's like, "Let's do it."
It was cute, their relationship, and then clear that they weren't going to see each other again. That he was protecting her and she was leaving. So
And then this shot.
A very emotional scene. She punts away from the dock. We get the title sequence, and then we are in the White Tower. And it is not Baby Swan. It is Big Chief Mama Swan, who is in charge of everything. They bring in Logain. Logain kind of is defiant. He's like, a year ago, 10 years ago, I couldn't have brought, people would have killed me if I said I was coming for you. But in a year, I had an army at my back.
I like the way it represented the beginning series with all of the different colored shanties.
Uh-huh.
even
And
when in the floor, you see in the floor those colors like in that opening sequence.
Yeah, I like the way it mirrored that and explained.
Now, I got a question for you. You notice up here in the top left that we have a missing seat, right? Now, do you think it's because she's supposed to be sitting there, or is it the green sister that we saw?
The green one that died.
Oh yeah,
I think it's Karina, the or whatever, the one that died.
Which makes that a bigger kind of deal, huh? It's not just a normal Ashanti.
Right. I mean, she seemed to be a woman of a bit of authority, and I mean, she was the one even saying we need to bring him back to the White Tower. So
this is all pretty crazy. What did you guys think of like how their outfits are so different?
I thought the costuming in this episode was just fantastic.
I couldn't decide if I loved her outfit or I just hated it.
Oh, I freaking loved it. I loved all of it.
Did you, with the butterfly in the front? And
it just was. I mean, I think it was all just fantastic.
Are you talking about her? Yeah, the Amerlin.
Yes. Yeah, just in terms of what it was all so unique and different, and hers was just, I mean, she stood out among all of them, but all of them had such personality to them.
When this one enters a party, like all the ladies look at her shoulders and like, really? You're going to go that big? Really?
Oh, that's a style for next year. Shit.
Yeah.
Well, our friend, Alana with that wants all the warders. She's got some big time cleavage going on.
All right. Well, yeah. Let's get over there.
She's got to keep
zoom in right there. Look at that. You can drop a quarter down there.
I was going. You can land a
two
plane.
of them to keep happy.
You can drop a quarter down there.
All of them. I mean, she's going in to be like judge. This is like her trial, and she's like, oh.
Now that we know what we know about Swan, this might be an effective strategy. She knows she's employing to her benefit.
Yeah. Just like, Swan, take a look, baby.
Swing. Swing Sanchez.
Yeah, even those reds don't have a uniform red color, Ryan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Except the whites. The only one that's uniform is the whites.
I don't think the whites are uniform.
Let's cut across.
I think they're similar, but
let's cut across.
Look at one's got the big old shoulders.
No. I'm saying we're talking about color combinations, like offsetting colors. This is just like pure white.
So there's no ecru or
I see.
Right? Yeah.
Eggshell.
Like here, even like we have the light blue. We have some like most people have, which I always thought was really cool. They don't look like Power Rangers. They look like people making choices, and these are probably the fashion of the lands that they come from,
right? Of where they're from.
Yeah.
Logain is let out. He says, kill me. And they're like, nope, you're going to live forever. Sucks to be you. And then she challenges Swan challenges Moiraine about where she's been for the last 2 years.
Well, hold on. Well,
go ahead.
Go ahead. Before that, I was really struck by a couple things. First, Moiraine seemed very nervous, which I don't feel like we've seen her nervous before, but she seemed very nervous, as did all the women kind of up for whatever trial. And he came in and he was like kind of talking shit to her, as you were just saying. Like, so it was really interesting that he did not have the same fear as the others did, and maybe because he feels maybe he had nothing to lose and he wanted to die.
Right, he wanted to get her mad to do it. I think he wanted to piss her off so that she would take it out.
She would kill him. Yeah, exactly.
Strike him down.
Do you think he was talking like complete hogwash, or was he saying some sort of truth? Like, it seemed like Moiraine had very interesting responses. This is her face when he's talking. She's like considering what he's saying.
I thought she was saying, no, he didn't.
Oh, no. Go get him, Swan.
I think he was telling the truth.
I think he was too. It's the things are changing in the world. It's just an interesting thing too, right? Sounds like they used to be very powerful, and people were much more afraid, or at least of them, and maybe now that's not the case anymore.
She is wearing the battle gear still, right? This is just her.
That's actually part of her dress. She's not wearing that jacket.
It's not the same. It's not her cloak. The shoulders are the same, if not, or similar, if not the same. But yeah, I thought the same thing for a minute. But this is part of her dress.
Her waist looks smaller.
it's big,
and she clearly needs that.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Oh
yeah, she's holding on.
She's doing the realtor look from the 80s. The big shoulder pads, yeah. So Logain gets escorted out, and we have the scene with Swan and Moiraine, where Moiraine is kind of scolded and threatened a bit as far as what's going on. She's like, well, where were you for the last 2 years? She's like, I can't say. She's like, you can't or you won't. Which there is a difference if you are sworn to a rod to not tell the truth, or to always tell the truth. That distinction matters, actually. And she's like, all right, well, fine. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll give you my penance then. That's pretty much it. She wants Megan, or was it Megan?
Megan, or Megan. Yeah, like a Megan, but Megan or something like that.
She tells Moiraine, hey, you're gonna stay put for a while. You've been traveling too long. You need to hang out. And she is one of the sitters. She's one of the three of the heads up here.
Well, and wanted to deal with it because she said this is just a blue matter. We'll just deal with it among the blue.
But the red was going to get in trouble, and she just said, "But look at red. Look at Moiraine. Yeah. She did this. Well, come on, it wasn't me. It was her. Look at her, not me. I was good. I protected you all. She did this, and she just tried to get out of trouble and threw her under the bus."
Right, and put on a big show doing it. So again, that whole idea of they were all nervous at first, and then she just kind of took the mic and she's like, "Hold on, I have something to say." And then, like you said, totally threw Moiraine under the bus.
Now, does that mean that those three that were brought up for trial or brought up to speak to the seat, don't have chairs?
They were standing.
Person. Yeah, but there was no missing chair except for the one. So that means they're just like worker bees. They don't have chairs.
They're not on like the council or
the HOA board.
Right.
Yeah.
I would assume Moiraine wouldn't be because she's never there.
Yeah. They dust off the old chair for her when she comes around.
Right.
Okay. I was just wondering if they were just...
Yeah. It seems like a very elite group, right? I mean, there's only 3 of them. Of each Ashanti, Aja.
But we don't really know how many Aes Sedai there are. I mean, Logain kind of referenced maybe that they don't have the numbers. I don't know if that's exactly what he was saying, but for me, I don't really know how many Aes Sedai there are. Are there hundreds per Aja or dozens? I don't really know.
Well, we just found out also that the yellow were healers, but I don't know what the brown and white do.
What could brown do for you?
Brown, they get messages all across the country in like a day or 2.
I feel like they said that in something. Somebody was saying something that brown are like they keep all the information, like history or whatever.
Yes.
The scholars. Okay.
Yeah.
And
white, I don't remember.
So is gold just the one? She's just the only gold. There's no
the Amerlin seat.
Gold. Yes.
The seat.
Yeah, I wanted to say. So what seat is it?
Solid gold.
We are gold.
The solid gold
Always
seat.
Believe in your soul.
Yeah.
I don't know that she was gold, but yeah, she's the only one because they said she used to be blue.
Yeah.
So she's now just like in charge of everybody.
Now she's Spandau Ballet.
Go.
Yeah, she's not even. She's an entity. She's a seat.
Right.
So it's not super clear. And they chose stylistically to represent it in this way. And I think what we just learned is it's not effective and they should have done something else. But she has this is supposed to have all the colors of the Ajas. And her dress, typically in the books, there's a stole that is a multicolored stole. And so it seems like they made this choice to make it very pastel-y and soft.
Well, it's not even pastel. It's very muted. Because you're right, Ryan. They didn't quite succeed because I did not realize that that's what that was.
Yeah, white, gray,
I don't see
blue.
any red.
Red's on the outside.
Come around the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the outside.
Yeah.
Red, brown, yellow, green, blue, gray, white.
You think that's red? Okay.
No, I mean that's the issue though. Like it's not well done. Like it should be more like I always thought it should be more like the colors of these people's dresses, more bold, so we could obviously see what she's trying to get at.
Mm-hmm.
Moiraine enters Rand and Matt's room.
Mm-hmm.
She says,
she made sure she waited until Nynaeve left.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, she was waiting and she kind of was looking across the way and Nynaeve left.
Oh, I mean, let's look at
I didn't see Nynaeve leave at all.
I
thought that was orange. Oh. I thought that was a yellow. Okay, yeah.
That's
I thought it was a yellow one.
Because then later when she came in, they're like, your back's, or no, when Moiraine walked in, that's like, your back so, Nynaeve, your back so soon.
Yeah, and she comes in with
So she waited until Nynaeve left.
Oh, interesting. I didn't pick up on that. I didn't even know that she noticed.
I thought this was the moment. That's amazing. That's crazy because I thought this was the moment she realized they were there, but no, she's been waiting patiently. Once it happens, Land comes into the room. They give her a nod,
and then they go,
and then it all starts.
That was their plan.
Oh, this is Basil Gill, everybody.
Guys, that's Basil Gill.
Hey, that's Basil Gill.
He's in the books.
Hi, Basil. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
It's spelled It's spelled with an E. All right.
Basil.
And
hi to you too.
This is great. Land's like, what? How dare you pull a sword on me? But he just stands in front of the sword, which is kind of crazy. but then he disarms him easily. There's some man grabbing. Moiraine goes over to Matt. Matt yields his dagger. Boom!
I'll cut you.
She seemed to know that it wasn't. I mean, I don't know that it wasn't the power, that there was something else wrong with him. That was my take. Is she like came in and ascertained like this whole thing? You think she's realizing already?
Well, do you think it's because he kept saying that he hadn't channeled? So that means that
I don't know, or if she just
doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if when she just saw him, she knew it was something different, because she didn't try and take his power, right? She saw him and was trying.
Right. It wasn't until Matt pulled the dagger that she disarms him with the power, and then she's like, "Oh, you silly boy, you took this from the Shadow City."
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, here we go. This is a great shot. You can see so much of the detail on the dagger. It's really cool. This is really neat little thing they made. And this one, she's looking at him saying, "Oh, you stupid boy."
Stupid ass.
And then she's like, "Hey, anyone want to play Spin the Dagger? Lan?"
Oh, man.
Matt? Spin
Lan?
the Dagger?
I mean, you know him.
Hold him down.
You know something's going on with if Lan needs help, right? Like, Matt is really going for it.
Look at that maniacal face.
This is great.
This was so cool, watching that shadow sand, whatever, come out of his mouth and go onto Moiraine's. That was freaky.
And Moiraine's like, I just gotta cover my mouth. Gross, so gross.
Now, did it go into her and back out into the dagger, or did she absorb the actual darkness in herself?
It looks like it went into the dagger. I don't know if any of it got into her though. Well, but it looked like a good majority got back into the dagger.
I mean, look at this right here. It's all up in her face.
It's up in her face, but not inside her. It was like all on the surface. You could see it, and then it. Yeah, but she was smart, and it didn't. Maybe someone up.
We got a Walking Dead here.
But I do. It looked like he was like. But I did see a shadow behind her in a different scene. I'll have to show you.
Okay.
So I didn't know.
Well, yeah. So what she does is she's pulling it, and now she is passing it into the dagger. So it's coming. It's pouring off her face, going down her right arm, and she zinks it into the dagger and drops it on the floor. And she is blinking. Remember, a lot of blinking. She's just walking around blinking her eyes. Like, it was really powerful. She didn't say anything, but you could tell that really messed her up.
Took some out of her again. Yeah.
This was
out of him too.
This really seemed like this was an exorcism.
Yeah.
Dude, look at this. His eyes are lit up, but they're super dilated.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't notice that. So they must have done something to make sure that or they CGI'd that shit. But they should be dilated. I mean, right? What's the opposite? When the smallest dilated?
That's dilated. No, dilated is when they're all big.
Dilated.
Are
big.
All right. So what's it mean when they're small?
What's dialed back?
Dilated. All right.
And then they covered, and then Lan covered the sword. It wouldn't touch it. Covered it with something to.
He knew.
Or the dagger. Sorry, it was a dagger.
So, what do you guys think of Rand so far? Just Matt's buddy, huh?
Yeah.
He just kind of
tried to protect his friend, but in a bit of a lame way, right? You're not going to hurt him because he was afraid. Because whatever the Tom had said,
the Gleeman,
keep him away from those women. They'll try and if they find out he's got this power. So,
and they just watched Logain proceed through the city, all forlorn and captured.
Right.
And they had that moment where Matt asks him, they foreshadow this.
Right.
Don't let them do this to me. It's kind of cool how this room looks darkened, in ways up Up here, a lot of shadows, a lot of really dark shadows. It's just kind of like creating the tone for what's going on with Matt.
And then so back to what you were saying about Rand.
Yeah.
So I mean, he tried to protect his friend, and then he did show appreciation to Moiraine right after. He's like, you like, I saw that you took that whole evil thing on.
Yeah.
And was appreciative.
So this scene was really cool. I want to hear what your thoughts are. Leandrin is pulling her Leandrin move, and then she turns around and says, "I know of the man you visit in North Harbor."
Yeah, you've got a guy, and her face was like, okay, no, like that stopped her in her tracks.
So what would the Red Sisters, quote unquote, do to him?
Oh, they kill him.
They just go kill him for having sex with an Aes Sedai?
I don't know if they're murderers per se, if they would do that to one of their sisters. But I mean, or banish, or I mean, like make his life hell, make her life hell, or I'm not really sure.
Didn't she say all women are and can enter the tent? So they were very pro-female and against males.
And she said that when she was talking to Nynaeve, like Reds don't have warders, like they do not like men.
Yeah, so,
right.
So, but are they allowed to just go and harm a citizen for having sex with a Red Sister? If they like, is it they just go around like hustling and like are they the mafia? Like what?
Yeah,
what
again, it seems weird that they would go and like, I mean, just straight out kill somebody. But there was she stopped in her tracks and she was afraid. She was afraid for him and wanted whatever. And that was like this, like I need to protect him, and it shut her up like immediately. We haven't seen anything shut Leandrin up.
Nope.
Where are they going to keep the guy that they dragged out and said he wanted to be killed, but they're going to keep him alive? They're going to keep him in some cage or dungeon. That's possibly where they bring her.
So you think it's some sort of like, is it like stated law, like you cannot have sex with a Red Sister?
I mean, you guys know better than we do, but I don't remember hearing that. I remember them talking about like they don't typically have warders, but I don't know if it was they're not allowed to, or if it's just that they hate in general. They just don't like men at all. So So I don't know what the threat was, what they would actually do to him if they found out.
Okay. Yeah.
But it was something to give her pause, and it must have been something that was. Oh, I liked it because I didn't like the red chick.
And the acting is just out of it.
And I liked it because, I mean, whatever it was, like I said, she's just a royal bitch and very aggressive, and nothing has seemed to stop her. And
a blue and a green defended a red, and how unheard of that was. So to see them bickering would be more what I think that they're supposed to be more like. And then instead of the kumbaya, because she said we got these powers to protect ourselves from each other, not from.
Well, I didn't find that they were kumbaya, but I felt like they were all kind of defending. You know, 3 of them were up for trial. And it was sort of known that the red one was the one that wanted to take away his powers and not come back. All 3 of them did it together. And so they all kind of justified what the red was doing. So I didn't see them. I mean, yeah, they sort of defended her. We saw what happened, though. So
but I guess
clearly they're not all like together. They still don't get along. But
all right, I'm going to take the second to say, hey, everybody. If If you like what we're doing here and you want to support the channel, we have a Patreon. Go to patreon.com, Way of the Leaf, and check out our tiers and see the bonuses and benefits you get from each one. It really helps out a small channel like ours. We are a cottage industry, and we don't even eat cottage cheese.
So after Rand thanks Moiraine for saving Matt, Nynaeve shows up. She kind of scolds her about her pride. And then Moiraine goes and takes a bath. And Megan joins her. And that's where that discussion is coming from that you were referring to, Lady Catherine, about the two blues that were talking. They're like, yeah, that's crazy. A red and a green. They talk about Trollocs in town, which is or south of the wherever they're supposed to be, which is crazy. And then a flower petal falls from
a bunch of and didn't she talk about a bunch of ships sinking or something? Because she wanted to go check. She wanted to go investigate the ships. So she wanted Moiraine to stay put at the tower so that she could go out and travel the world or whatever. And
right. Ships are sinking in the south.
Yeah.
But I think everything else we've already seen, like the Trollocs were at that place where we were. We've seen all the things except for the ships.
The ships.
South.
But she mentioned it like a couple. She said they were sinking, and then she's like, "Yeah, I need to go check out these ships. There's something going on there."
Okay, yeah. A flower or a branch or some sort of leaves fall from her towel
Or
when
message.
she goes to leave.
Whatever message. I thought
It was a message, and then the next
scroll.
little scroll.
I did.
And then she shows up at a Yellow Sisters place where Egwene and Perrin are. All right, they shower. They go and see. She goes and sees Perrin and Egwene.
Yeah.
And Egwene returns the rings. Says, you won't have to worry about our boy, child Valda. She says, quote, Valda won't hurt any more of your sisters. Like, hey, he's going to heal fine. And she says, on the outside at least.
Yeah, I mean, look at
referring
me.
to
It's
PTSD
already-
and trauma and all this stuff. She's wise about that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, she saw what he went through.
She mentions that his eyes turned golden, like a wolf.
And she said, what?
Yeah.
What?
And that's Maureen's face. She's like, what the fuck am I dealing with here? Like,
Don't say a word.
And she says, is he the dragon? Moraine's like, I don't know. Maybe. Fuck. You know as much as I do. I'll see you later.
Hey, I don't know if we have it in that size. I just work here.
It is interesting. She does. She doesn't disclose that Rand and Matt are there.
right. And I was
I didn't know why.
She says, I have eyes and ears on every gate.
right, which is not a lie.
Which is not a lie. But she had just met with them.
Right, but she said a couple things. She said, I have eyes on ears on every gate. She said, I think she said, I have it on good authority that they're fine, or I think they're fine, or something like that.
They're alive.
But did she say, I'll tell you what? I thought she said something else too, like, but maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm mistaken.
I think prior with Nynaeve, she said, I will
did.
bring you to him. I don't think she made any such promise.
She said, I will know when they arrive.
And I have it on good authority that they are
That's
well.
that's what she said. I'll know when they arrive, which is a really tricky thing.
Yep.
Because they have already arrived. So anyway,
Well, Moiraine doesn't have time for this stuff. She doesn't have time for these kids.
Well, and
She only has time to fuck.
well, that's what all her time is dedicated to. Oh,
Nope. She only has a night.
One night. I'm wearing
In
my
Bangkok.
pro
Yes.
Moiraine and Xianshan shirt.
Nice.
yes, awesome.
Okay, I think that she does not want the four of them or the five of them together so that when they do get together, they have to do what she says. Because if they get together before and they're spending days together, they can decide something and maybe leave.
Cool.
That's why she hasn't told them that they're together or that they're there.
I think she's still just trying to figure shit out on her own. Like she's not really sure what's going on with all of them. The fact, she found these 5 in this one village that all have something going on. So that in itself is weird. So, but she still doesn't know what all of it is. She didn't know Nynaeve could channel like she did. She didn't know like hearing Perrin with the eyes, she's like, all right, I need to figure some stuff out before putting them all in a room together. I'm not sure what to do with them all.
And she said Matt had the power to live through.
Right. That anyone else would have been totally consumed. So he's got some power too.
Moiraine's getting ready for bed. She's brushing her hair. She's putting on creams, coconut oil cream, perhaps, some sort of smell 'em goods.
Smell 'em goods.
Lan walks in. Lan's like, you masked our bond.
Yeah, that was interesting.
And he's like, that's not safe to do. And she's like, well, so let's discuss the bond just a tiny bit. She's off for sexy time. If she doesn't mask the bond, do you think that Lan is, he felt when she got drunk. Do you think he feels when she gets pleasure?
I would assume,
She felt when he got drunk.
I thought she masked the bond when she went out to get Perrin, not now before she was going here. Maybe I just, again, misunderstood that because I didn't know where she was going. I didn't know where she was going.
No, I thought she had masked it earlier too. I didn't think he was talking about then because he knew where she was going.
Yeah.
He said, say hi to her
he's
for
all,
me, so I don't
be
know.
home by dawn? Tell her I said hi?
Be home by the sunrise. You crazy kids.
Give my love to her. Is what he said.
Yeah.
Right.
So he knew where she was going, but I thought she had masked into the bond
earlier.
Before then. Yeah.
So seriously, I felt like he was mad at her because she masked the bond earlier when she went and saw Perrin. He's not mad at her about this. He's like, yeah, I'll see you later.
That's so weird. No, he said you mastered 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
What else did she do?
Because she was...
who else did
he was with her when she went and saw Matt. He was not with her when she went and saw Perrin. And I didn't realize it, that he was not with her, and that probably how unusual that is. But she's been alone a lot. She's been alone a lot this...
She went to the baths?
Yeah.
There's the steam baths, yeah.
And he was not there.
What do we make of this transport device that she has on her wall?
Transport device.
She just kind of trickles a little, and like what? She goes right.
Okay, it's like Diagon where they're all.
Oh, I always forget
behind
this part.
her,
Harry,
in the lattice work, you'll see a shadow of like a person. Before she goes in, there's a shadow.
And you think that's that
watching
evil sand?
Someone watching her.
Caroline, step away from the light.
Hold on,
Poltergeist.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if I caught it. So yeah. Hey, everyone in chat, what do you think? Did you see a shadow?
Right there. You can see like the outline right there.
Maybe
that's like where the head is.
Is it loyal?
Oh, we get around.
That's behind her, right? On the wall behind her?
Right. No, that's behind the lattice.
Yeah, so wondering if someone was watching. That's an interesting point. I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah, you would think that with people being so secretive about everything that they wouldn't just have like holy walls. And not by holy meaning full of holes.
Right. Swiss cheese walls. Hey, I don't trust anyone.
Clearly it doesn't get
see right there.
Cold there either because everything's made of stone and open.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see the outline right there.
I see it.
Yeah. Okay. Good pickup. Catherine. Wow. You get a star.
Hey, Catherine first got famous for her analyses of the Zapruder films. She's all over the internet. She's great at this.
Yeah. She's a true crime aficionado. She has solved 7 cases in the West Virginia Appalachian area. Just by following clues like this.
Yeah, they eat their own babies.
All right, so here we go. She activates this. Were you surprised as this was happening? Did you have any guess at all that she'd meet up with Schwing Sanche? Swinging like a cool little...
At all that she could like transport, let alone... Yeah, I was...
Okay.
I think I gasped out loud. I'm all, okay.
Do we think this is in the White Tower?
I was wondering that too. the sounds, there was like thunder, there was a lot of like insects. It sounded to me like she was in her home, like village, like with those kind of river jungle sounds around. That's what it sounded like to me. And I was wondering that because then later, when Nynaeve and Egwene go into her room, it was not this room. It was probably her office, not her bedroom. But oh yeah, look at that! Oh, look at that!
Yeah.
See, I didn't even think that at all. I just thought that she transported into another room in the tower.
So they have their own like
it was a room in the tower that she makes to feel like home, or if it was just the sounds outside is what made me think that she was not in the White Tower.
Awesome.
See, I didn't even catch up on that. And then I would think that Lan would be more protective of her if she's 1,000 miles away or whatever. Wherever he wouldn't want her to be that far.
Yeah, I don't know where that whole place. It's
teardrop or whatever.
Yeah, it's all like a different kind of lattice work, right? It's still not solid walls, like
bamboo.
Yeah, but not solid walls. So similar to being in the tower, but
I mean, I want to point out how, we all know now that she was going for sexy time, and this is the best she could do. This is Moiraine's game right there.
She's all biz.
This is her game. This is her like, let's get down phase.
It worked.
It worked.
Whatever happened,
I thought she looked gorgeous. I thought she looked gorgeous when she was going through. I mean, she looked beautiful, and that's all low cut. She got like nice side boob cleavage going on.
Yeah, you can say it, and I can't. But yeah, like I agree with all of that. I just love how she just like her face is just so serious all the time. It's like, God, come on, Moiraine. But we do see her crack a little bit in this scene.
The last time they had spoken, she had been reprimanded. So I don't think she's going to walk in there like, hey, how's it going? She's like, okay, let's get this shit out of the way.
Well, she referenced it, Catherine. She says, am I forgiven, mother? And she's like, oh, I hate when you call me that.
Right. That was the first kind of thing that was like breaking, like that they were, that there was more of that relationship.
And then the reversal of now you on your knees.
Right.
There we go.
Yeah,
there we go. Oh, there we go. On your knees.
Yep. Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Down. Down.
So in here, after their post-coital outfits are red.
So cute.
But they're red.
Okay, have we talked about this too?
Oh, I was zooming in because I was trying to figure out what was going on with her ear. And I'm like, is it jewelry or is it just the light? So
it's just the most badass jewelry you've ever seen.
There's a smile for you, Ryan.
I love these moments. Yes, and it's amazing. This moment crushed me. She called her a little puffer fish.
Yeah, that was cute.
She does say that there is a dragon. She's like, I found the dragon. It's one of these 5 people or all of them. I don't know.
The dark one. Like they're all in one town. How there's something crazy going on.
Something in the water.
It could be one of 5 of them, but we already kind of knew that, right? We knew, but she did not seem surprised, right? Swan did not seem surprised to hear that news.
Actually, I think she did because she said, we were there for the vision of the birth and it was just the one.
Right. You and I were the only ones there.
But it was a many.
Right. She's like, why would it be 2? You heard it. Yeah.
Right. And there was the many-headed beast. Why would they split it up? So I don't know if using the many-headed beast kind of makes it so that it can be split.
Seems to be more along the line of what you were saying. I think even the first episode, you were saying you think it's all 5 of them.
Yeah, they all have to work together. They all have like Earth, Wind, and Fire. They all need to bring their own instruments to the music scene.
Parents on bass.
So Moiraine asks for exile. She says, I can't stay here. Kick me out. And they said, I thought we had more time.
This isn't a little fling, right? Nope. They're the only 2 that know what's going on. So what Moiraine is doing, which we don't completely know yet, I don't think, of trying to find these dragons. What's her name? Swan? Swan is the only one who knows. So they're like kind of trying to save the world together. And oh, by the way, they, kind of joke together and they love each other. And so I think that whole then exile was much bigger than just her being left out. I mean, that was another like quite emotional scene too. So I think best friends and like coworkers and lovers and like just all of that. Moiraine doesn't seem to have a personal relationship with many people. And this seems quite deep.
Is this problematic that her boss is in a relationship with Moiraine?
Yeah.
HR. Tarvalon have an HR department.
Well, yeah. I think this is a huge secretive thing. I think it's I think it's a big freaking deal, and I think it's problematic and she even said she's supposed to be neutral. Like so the fact that Moiraine was even there for a trial or whatever was an issue. She's like, I am supposed to be neutral here, and you just totally screwed that up for me. I think this is a big freaking deal. Whether it started whether it was started before she was in charge or not, I think that's beside the point.
Yes, the warder versus the goddess, let's say, and they're to serve her, and they're serving her in other ways. So her being in charge, I don't think is that much different than the warders.
That's where you're getting off. I like that.
Yeah. The only difference is that there does seem to be a personal bond that they both share, a warder and an Aes Sedai. We've seen that they share emotions, at least. Lan could tell when Moiraine was drinking. So there is that the Amaranth or the seat, the golden girl, who doesn't have that with all the other Aes Sedai necessarily. I think how do you think she becomes in power amongst these women?
Yeah, yes. I was wondering that too. I don't know. I don't know if it's voted. I don't know if it's like a contest of who's got the strongest powers. I feel like it's voted because or I don't know if voted's the right word, because right. So there was a conversation that Alana was having with Moiraine when she's like, things are rocky here at the White Tower. We're not sure what's going on with the Amyrlin seat. We're not sure what's going on with Liandrin. Like, there are these factions. Nobody's really a fan of yours. So it seemed like you need to have people on your side. So that kind of makes me think that there's a council that votes for who is there. But we don't know, and we don't know how long she's been there, and we don't know when she, if it's till death or what.
Right. Yeah, go ahead, Catherine.
Now, I think it's something different. I think it's because when they said they brought in the wisdom lady, and she had all this power, they're like, she even has more power than you. Like, you're supposed to be the most powerful one, kind of thing. Is the impression I got. Right. So.
Yeah, that it's the most powerful of all. So then, but automatically, if Nynaeve goes and then it's a contest of powers. It's like, all right, who's stronger? All right, you win. Other lady, you're out. You're in.
A weave off.
Yeah.
They're just staring at each other. It's a big
power dome.
I think it's just a long staring contest and see who wins.
They're just all doing Tai Chi. Whoa, I'm untying your knot.
I'm burning your house.
I'm burning your house. I'm throwing boulders.
God, I love the idea of little Swan actually burning her own house down because she just didn't know what she was doing. That's such a great idea. I got
that 2 miles away.
Last week you couldn't do this. Well, there's a side effect.
Everything has a cost, Dad. Everything has a cost.
So it's after Moiraine has her time with Swan that Liandrin kind of challenges her on her day in Nynaeve, and this is when thank you, Ryan. And this is when she's like, I know you have a man in North Harbor. Walk away. She's like, oh, okay, I will. She's loyal. She's like, loyal. Your name, hey, Moiraine said your name rings in my ear. She's like, loyal. I may have a use for you. Turns out that's probably near where the end of the thing is, where they all meet at this waygate. Loyal is there.
No. She gets exiled first.
True. Yeah.
That seemed to be a pretty big freaking deal.
Moiraine and Egwene are in the White Tower, or the Hall of the Tower. They're getting the tour. Like, hey, this is the Hall of the Tower. This is where it all happens. Don't touch. Thank you. Stay behind the velvet rope.
No souvenirs.
Please, no pictures. Thank you. And they discuss the confusion that exists between the woman and the seat being named the same. What's that name again, Catherine?
The seat.
The what seat? There's
the
a
golden lady seat.
The golden
lady seat. All right, the golden lady seat. Like, it's so weird that it's called the golden lady seat and she's called the golden lady seat, right? They're like, yeah, totally.
Yeah, I know. She's an entity. Okay, that outfit that she's wearing. That outfit she's wearing when she's looking at the other one, Moiraine. The outfit she's wearing when she's looking out at the vista that she has to leave. The bottom of her dress is black. Now, I don't know if the black is starting to creep up or it's just dirt. But it looks like the black is at the bottom. And when she kneels down, it's black at the bottom. See? So I'm wondering if the shadow is partially maybe
Evil Sand?
Evelyn.
Yep, Evelyn.
Evelyn. God, Cass, you're brilliant.
I don't know. I could just be, looking at things in a different light, which I usually do.
That's why we love you.
I just was seeing the black, and I thought, no, you just don't have a choice.
Interesting.
Did you see the dark, the way it started?
Yeah,
and
it totally see it.
Blends in. Yeah.
But like you said too, it's not just it's like crawling up or kind of.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So awesome. Good call.
So Moiraine and Egwene are in the Hall of the Tower. She describes it, and enter Nynaeve. Egwene had not seen Nynaeve since the attack on the village.
Dan, it just dawned upon me. This looks like macaroni art we did when we were in kindergarten.
It does. That looks like our Way the Leaf thing. But just in macaroni art.
But yeah, this moment. What did you think?
Lan looks away, gives them respect, doesn't even watch the reunion, like kind of looks down. It's great.
Yeah, it was lovely. I forgot that Egwene thought Nynaeve was dead. Like, they haven't seen each other since the first episode, so she thought she was dead.
Yeah, it's been 5 episodes,
right?
Over a month. So, did you think this scene was effective? Did it kind of?
I did. I mean, we knew that they had a strong relationship, and that Nynaeve helped her when she was younger. So, I mean, I thought it was a lovely little reunion. But then Nynaeve turns all bitch again right after.
Yeah.
Well, Maureen's like, we got to go see the Emerald. And she's like, let's go.
I love this. So they're both like sheepishly waiting outdoors and they have to be asked to come in. They come in and these stances are perfect.
Before that, Ryan, real fast, the line is Swan Sanche waits for one woman, and that is not you.
I loved it. That was my favorite. That was my favorite part.
That was perfect.
And she turns and like flips her skirt. She's all, sister, I got. Yeah.
Check out these ears.
Yeah, that was the best line of the show. Well, that or
check out these ears is the best line of this show.
Does anyone see a resemblance between Wisdom Lady and Gold Lady?
I do. I thought in this scene, I very much do and thought that too. Yes.
I thought that could be your mom because her mom was missing or dead or something.
Right.
Now that we know that she left at like 5, it could be, but I don't know. She
left
to the village maybe.
And we don't know where Nynaeve is from, so maybe she's from the same place, or they're related. I definitely saw that, Lady Catherine too. I'm like, these guys are, and like impressive that the actors. I mean, they don't look identical, but there is a strong relationship.
I've ever seen.
Except for she didn't get the tattoo. Gene.
Right.
Is this a loom?
Is that
It's a magazine rack.
I thought it was a book holder. Yeah.
They set it next
right
to the
around
toilet.
the corner.
That's near the bathroom. They put her like right next to the toilet.
There's the throne.
Oh my God.
So this scene has Nynaeve doesn't bow. Moiraine and Egwene both bowed to the seat. Nynaeve doesn't. She's told that she is the most powerful in 1,000 years. Nynaeve's response is, "You must have low standards."
Well, actually, let's get into it. Eggy was sat there listening to her say, "You're the most powerful."
She's
like, I am.
Yeah, she puffs her chest up, ready to take the compliment.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so perfect.
But she does get thanked for bringing the.
She's like, "Oh yeah, I am super powerful."
Hey.
But their stances and demeanor, like the whole time. Oh, look at that!
What
they have to keep it open so they don't flip through, I think.
Brother Dan, now that I'm just looking at this for the first time myself, what does this remind you of?
That looks like Tyr. that looks like
yes, with the
it's that very opening scene of that one, of the river.
And Moraine's is of the Amarylline looking at this.
Maybe.
I think it's maybe her homeland.
It's like,
I'm thinking this is two rivers.
Maybe each.
I think that's the two rivers right there.
That also does look a bit like the very first river we saw.
Yeah.
As it started.
Credit, yeah.
Why would it be two rivers? I mean, so to me, if those are portal devices to.
The actual painting is meaning. The actual painting is sentimental. The actual painting is not the magic. The painting is sentimental. So this is a sentimental
right, when they close the door, then it goes through.
Well, I'm not sure about that, Ryan. So to Grace's point, this looks like it is to Tyr, and Moraine's looks like it is a picture of a woman looking into that thing that is looking to Tyr.
What?
So,
that is Maureen's house, and her mother looking out the window.
Moraine's is just of a person looking like this, right?
Yeah, Moraine's is a
but her
the
mom
back
is
of a
lady.
woman looking out at a vista.
No, but it's more like doorways into doorways is her painting.
I think it's a woman. To me, it looks like a woman looking out at a vista. There were columns or something, so I thought maybe it was the White Tower, but
no, they showed another picture of the White Tower, and it looked really phallic.
I don't see I don't see nature in this. I see doorways into doorways.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's got to be her family, like her family, because they said she was.
She's Lady Moiraine Drummond or whatever. Oh,
yes.
Oh, look at you.
So I think
nice. Good job, guys.
This is her family, and the other one is of her home.
Is something that's it's both of their homes, right?
I don't think that's there. I think that's her place, where she came from.
This is
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's Moraine's home, and then the other one is Swan's home.
We'd have to study this gilding and see if this is what the lattice works like, or if it's different all over Tar Valon. Because the two choices in my mind are this is Tar Valon or exactly what you're saying. Like this is a childhood painting, or maybe this is a painting of Moiraine as a younger person. She just always loved blue dresses.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't? Yeah. Fascinating. Yeah. So I always thought as I looked at this other one, gave me the impression that more of like sentimental value and not actually
where they were going.
Like the destination place. Because why would it just look like a weird wooden hut, right? In my opinion.
So what I was starting to say before is like their demeanor, right, is Egwene, even after she realizes she's not the most powerful channeler, still seems kind of proud to be there and like honored to be talking to her and like listening intently. Whereas Nynaeve is, I mean, she was just a bitch in this episode.
Oh, yeah.
She said, quote, "Stop blowing smoke up our ass."
Yeah, I did not like that. And that totally took me out of the episode. I'm like, that's a dumb phrase to
No,
use.
because she was taught to hate them. She grew up hating them. It's like her personal racial bias is against them.
Right. Yeah, no, I know and agree. She just, and she's very bold, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she's in a room with this woman and she just does not care at all about, I mean, even like the protocol of bowing and all of that. So.
But they're told that they are each called to greatness, that the fate of the world rests on you two. And they're like, well, I don't want to do this. And I was like, the wheel don't care. Last battle's coming, baby.
Think I wanted to?
Yeah, what you want doesn't matter.
I think we
We
got
don't care.
confirmation. This is a book holder. She's got two of them.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Oddly, I don't know why it's
Holding a book.
perforated like that, but all right. Just for shits and giggles. Yeah.
Well
This
done.
is when she confronts him, and Moiraine is like, they have that kind of side conversation where she's like expressing to Moiraine the sacrifice that they're about to make. It's really powerful, really subtle.
Yeah, I liked that a lot.
You just
too.
want to protect the ones you love.
Yeah, you want to be with the one you love.
Yeah.
You want to protect them. You know, you can't always get what you want. This is not about what we want.
It's such a powerful
And
love
they were
story.
looking at each other.
Yeah. Why don't maybe I don't know.
Moiraine was definitely looking at her, and I felt like Swan was definitely talking to Moiraine.
But looking at
She acknowledged her, I think.
But looking at the girls and talking to them as well, but her words were very much meant for Moiraine as well.
Yeah. Well, Moiraine leaves, and Lan walks up and says, "It's time." She's like, "Just make sure they're there," and she's all determined. She goes and looks over.
That's gorgeous.
this amazing shot.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, she knows she's going to be exiled. She's arranged for her own punishment, which again, G Mama, to your point, that is a little problematic when you're dealing with a justice system that's supposed to be unbiased. So she's giving her one last
But
look.
if you're working together for a secret,
All right, hey, Cassie, don't bring your
event or
QAnon shit
something.
into this. Just kidding.
Yeah, all right. Who killed Kennedy? Who killed Kennedy, Cass?
I'm just kidding.
Wasn't me. Okay, so when they're the only two that know that the actual what's going on, so she has to kind of work it so that she can leave the place if the other girl doesn't want her to, and not say what's going on. So they both know. So it's secondary to their relationship. I think the relationship is nothing compared to they've got to do this because they. Yeah.
Save the world.
They're saving the world.
Yeah, G-Mama said, save the world.
Yeah.
Right.
When she gets sentenced, when Swan says, "I have your sentence," this woman, her eyes go down.
She's like,
yeah, she seemed like she was not happy that this was happening, which I thought was very subtle and cool. We don't know much about her, but
is she gray or is she neutral?
She's a parent. Ooh, good question. Good question.
She's a stick holder.
When they were looking at the
She's a stick holder.
circle. I was trying to, like, the gray were hard for me to, like, kind of see or under, like, and so I wasn't sure if she was gray, and all, like, the guards and it, like, brought the dragon in and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, those two ladies who brought that guy in.
Yeah, I don't know if they were in gray or white or if gold or like gold, if they like work for the Amerlin seat.
Interesting. Okay.
But they had a strip down the side.
They did.
Yeah. So anyway, it doesn't, I don't think it matters really, but I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Well, it's fun to try and puzzle these things out because they're not explaining it, but we're seeing it play out. Like, she seems to have a different dress than all the other colors and it seems to be unique to her is my take.
But I think she knows what's going to be said because she had to bring in the equipment.
You're right. Yeah,
Right. I think the bailiff, the bailiff's just always ready with whatever.
Yeah.
She's the bailiff. Oh, look at those arms. Look at that. Whoa, I didn't even notice that. Boom.
Yo. Sergeant Swole.
The beach ends that way.
Is that the heaviest rod in the world? Like, God, it's fun to focus in on like this. All right.
You know what? Banging staffs all day is a really good shoulder exercise. She's Lou Frigno.
That's what she said.
All right. So we get the oath rod. The oath rod. What was it? The Tube of Secrets.
The Tube of Secrets. More that intricate, like, scroll etching work. I mean, that is just obviously a signature of the White Tower.
Yeah. Everything's ornate for no reason.
You should see their henna work. It's fantastic.
All right. So
I have a question here of everything when they were doing this, and it was the back and forth, and Moiraine said her words, and she said
they're rubbing fingers.
Mm-hmm. Go on. Yeah. She said what?
Yeah.
She called her by her more familiar names, right? She said that clever as a pike, and did she say that loud enough for everyone to hear?
These are all good questions.
These are all good questions.
Because then she raised her voice when she's like, whatever, I'm going to be punished. But
yeah, I think I always thought that they made it very specific that she needed to announce so that people could hear. So the assumption is people cannot hear until she turns around and says, "May the crater, upend me," or something.
I bet you as soon as she left, everyone was like, "What the fuck was that? She didn't say the right words. Does that work?"
Right. It's like, I think she said, yeah.
But yeah, she definitely pledged the oath to Swan Sanche when you call me back home, Swan Sanche, not the Amerlincy, not the actual title.
Yep. Yeah. And she leaves, and all the sisters turn their back on Moiraine. She's no longer even worthy to look at, guys. Don't even look at her.
And real quick, I think
she expected it, but not. Okay.
Yeah.
Lady Catherine would have stolen all their wallets while they were turned away.
I would have gone shopping. Okay.
But the seat's outfit was not that same thing. There was no kind of rainbow. I didn't see anything really evident of all the colors. Just that
nothing glaringly obvious.
A fabulous gown, nonetheless. Fabulous, but no rainbow colors.
So is she pissed right now, or is she sad?
Good question.
Her face.
Which who? Her or
her? Yeah, she seemed pissed, but I'm like, I mean.
So do we understand? Why do we understand that she got exiled? Because she wouldn't blab?
Look at these shoes. Those are a foot high. Those are 6 inches high or higher.
Normo.
Wow. They really. Okay,
those are Prince boots.
They needed to raise her up so that they're equal height. I could see that visually. Those are not. functional. Right?
Clomp, clomp, clomp.
Everything's
So why was Moiraine exiled, in your guys' opinion?
You mean why would all the other Aes Sedai think that she was exiled?
Right.
I think it's because she questioned her and did not do as she was told embarrassed her basically in front of everyone by not answering her question.
Yeah, because Leandrin.
And that's why the girl went up to her and said, "Apologize now."
Right. And she was just kind of like sort of pissed and telling her that she couldn't be there anymore. That's a good point. Because Leandrin didn't get punished. I was waiting for Leandrin to get punished as well. She's the one that had the whole idea of stilling that dude and
and they kind of dropped that ball. She said, "I will think on your punishment," and then Leandrin's like, "Well, what about did the classic? What about isms? What about this? What about that?" Hey guys, did you notice that Martin Short was an extra in this show?
Is the other side Steve Martin?
Steve Martin.
Yeah, the three amigos. That's not Steve Martin.
No, he killed and ate Steve Martin. And then
Moiraine's like, "Cool, this is my plan." Gallops off. Trot.
I just seriously, I swear to God, I'm such a moron. Just her riding the horse through the forest, I was tearing up. It's so, I love her so much. I love everything about how they're playing her. I love this character and just like her rushing off, just moving past it, right? Like boom, next thing, got to go save the world. It was great, and it just looked so beautiful.
Yeah, and the gang gets together. The band's back together, guys. They're all back, except for, well, Tom, R.I.P. Maybe, and Layla, R.I.P. But everyone else.
The 5 friends.
The 5 friends. They got a new friend, Loyal. They got so it was just hugs all around. It was a hug fest. It was like first day at school. Hi, how was your summer? Hi.
Hey, I didn't do that first day of school.
Yeah, that's an intense hug right there.
Matt, bro, giving me a
Hey, and then this
KIT,
and then this.
Yeah, they were. I know. Yeah, they were talking to their horses or telling. Yeah, it was.
Whisper.
We also we learned last night that this is the same buckle that Lan has on his chest. It's really cool.
Oh wow!
Signature buckle. We'll see it later.
And the horses all bolt. Pew! Bye, guys.
And there goes Bella.
There goes who? Anyway. Apparently, the horses would not survive the ways. And they are off to the Eye of the World. The Eye of the World is apparently where the Dark One's prison is. And they need to go there. They're like,
we sort of skipped over the conversation with where Swan was talking about her dreams and where the dragon was, and the dragon was kind of was weak but getting stronger. So
you're right.
Yeah, she said that the Dark One.
That's why they're going there.
She keeps having dreams about the Dark One at the Eye of the World.
Yeah. So the combination of like, okay, whatever power she has where she's having these dreams, and Moiraine was like, all right, okay, this is what we got to do. Getting all these people who we think are the dragons, and we're going to go to where your dreams are taking place and solve this.
So what do you make of that? Is that just because, like, if anyone was saying, oh man, I dreamt the same thing over and over again, would she have gone it? Or is that unique to Swing Sanche?
Swing.
I mean, I don't know if it's unique to other people might have the same thing, but Moiraine obviously had experience or knew that if she was having these dreams, then she acted on it.
Yep. Yeah, that's basically what it seemed like. Well, this is what happened. The whole plot is now changed, and we're now going through some sort of magical dark doorway.
Wasn't it the whole plot the whole time? Because she went to go find the dragons to defeat the thing. So it was, now they just know where he is, that he's
exactly. Yeah, that was always the idea. Now it's like, all right, now we know where to go and what to do, and now's the time
and who to bring.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Acting on a tip, Officer Moiraine channels into a thing to travel to the perpetrator.
The flute system.
Go on.
The flute system from Harry Potter, one of the chimneys.
Flute powder.
Oh, yeah. Funny. I'm on the flute system.
I know.
Hey.
Go on.
Back to the rod. Are we?
I'm not mad. What? Matt's like, hey, can I change my mind? She's like, nope, there's no turning back now. Everyone in, and Matt's like,
Mm-hmm. And then she says the iconic "the wheel weaves is the wheel wills," and she walks in there. Right here.
That was so good, but it's like a tongue twister.
Yes, isn't it? It's hard to say. Yeah. The wheel weaves, really the wheel wills. Yes, get used to it.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
In the books, man, it's like that's her response to everything. It's like, are they like, oh, can we stop for ice cream? The wheel weaves, the wheel wills.
Oh well. No ice cream.
There's no Matt in that shot right there.
Loyal, who's someone Loyal, someone in our comments section said that he's Napoleon Dynamite all grown up.
Vote for Pedro.
My favorite animal's alive.
Wasn't he? Did someone mention he's supposed to be like a giant or something?
He's supposed to be.
He's a big dude. I mean,
I'm a midget giant.
He's like 8 feet tall in the books.
Yeah, because he's not that much bigger than the rest.
No, in fact, I was just noticing they just put him in like these. There's huge shoes to make him look taller, and I think the hair. Now that I think about it, is just an illusion to make him look taller.
And every time he walks, you definitely hear thump, 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 thump.
Yeah.
So he's heavy.
Oh, jeez.
He's big boned.
Here's this kind of awkward shot where they all are walking in, bad acting, and then what? Oh no! What's happening?
He didn't even take a few steps. They didn't even notice that he wasn't taking a few steps toward the door with them.
Zoom in on him, right?
Yeah, so people have a lot of
parents' job.
Is this CGI? No, it's.
Look at this. He's not there. Yeah, you're right. He's not there.
I thought that this knife wouldn't let him leave.
He doesn't have the knife anymore.
It's still in town.
It's still in town.
It's still in town. Yep. Yes.
That's a great point. And Moiraine says he can't touch this knife anymore.
But she just threw it under a rug. That's all I thought.
No,
literally swept it under the rug.
We don't know where that knife is.
No.
He will though,
and he wants to find it.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
I think that's why he didn't leave, because of the knife.
Why didn't Moiraine just open back the door up and just go grab him?
Seriously,
she's like, I'm tired of this idiot. Fine, fuck you.
She's like, yeah, wheel wheeze.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, the van's. Sorry, guys. It's leaving. The bell rang.
This shot took me so long to get because it was just like a flash of it, just to get one. Like there it is. It is like there's lightning going on in this place. It's dark as shit.
Yeah. What do you think this place is?
What did they say?
It said one step could be 100 miles.
Jail?
What's that?
Isn't this a jail or a dungeon where they've got the first dragon?
No, it's a road to get there.
Loyal describes it as being a mystical place where one step can be 100 miles in this world. It's beyond time and space. He kind of describes it.
And the fastest
I thought that
way to
was
get to
just
the eye of the world.
opening.
Ooh, good. Ooh.
Oh, I thought that was just the opening, and they're actually in the eye of the world now.
Oh.
Like,
Oh no, they're
No, I gathered it as like they still had to travel to get there. It was like a road. Did he say they're roads or something?
They call it the ways, and they said, oh yeah, the horses will never survive the ways. And he says the ways are a mystical time outside of, he does his little metaphysics stuff.
I thought the Waze didn't survive because Google Maps was just dominating the whole market.
So I thought the Waze was actually like the part that the two,
like just the portal or whatever.
The portal itself, and that when they walked through it, it could have taken them 12 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. And then that was the internal time. And then wherever they landed, they landed. Oh, really?
All good. Mwah. All right.
Yeah.
So let's transition into your favorite character in this episode, and I guess your favorite scene if you have one, and then your rating.
Yep.
And
Catherine, you go first. Your favorite character?
Maureen. I think it was basically the episode was about her.
It was the Moiraine show. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good call. G Mama.
Swan.
Yeah.
I liked her a lot. I liked.
Oh, yeah. On your team.
Go on.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was definitely the Moiraine show, but it opened on Swan's story, and I think there's a lot more to her story that we don't know, but we saw her power, we saw her wisdom, we saw her playfulness, we saw her. So I liked her a lot.
Her cleverness when she sussed out that the dragon, the false dragon, was just trying to get her to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the end, he's leaving. Kill me!
Yeah, she was my favorite.
That. Yeah. So she's got it all. Beautiful.
Moiraine.
All right. And do you have a favorite scene, Lady Catherine?
What sticks out to me is the sword scene, or the knife scene.
Dagger? Oh, yeah. The exorcism?
Yeah. Sucking of the exorcism.
Okay. Cool.
And I thought the way they did and made Matt look it was amazing.
The evil trach tube.
G-Mo.
And the Walking Dead hands.
Oh, really? Right? So intense.
G?
My favorite scene, I referenced it earlier, is when she said, the Amerlin seat waits for only one woman, and it's not you. Just that there were, obviously, again, seeing Moiraine in a very sort of different light. I like that. It was kind of fun. But then kind of very different, that just the costumes. I think the costumes of this episode, that opening where they're in the tower and just seeing all of the different women and colors, it was very striking to me. I loved it.
Well, we'll stick with you, G, then. Give us a number between 1 and 10.
I really liked this episode. And I'm
favorite?
I think it's my favorite. I liked episode 4 too, but I'm going 8.5, 9. I like it.
Okay. 8.5. Pick a side.
8.5, 9.
8.75.
8.75. All right. Beautiful.
I like this one a lot better than the last one. It made a vast improvement. So I'll say 7.5.
7. And
who knew Steppen was bringing the show down so much, huh?
God, Steppen. Well, thank you, ladies, and thank you, Brother Dan. This has been another episode of Non-Reader Reacts. This series is sweeping the nation, and everyone is enjoying your guys' takes. This is by far our favorite episode. I've had a great time doing this with you. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Support us through joining our Discord, Twitter, Facebook. We're on Instagram, all the socials. I think I have a TikTok even. I don't know how to do it yet. We'll get there. And as always, run for your lives, because this is the way of the leaf.
Yeah, quite emotional departure.
He's saying, "Kami, Kami, ho!"
Looks like the claw. That's terrible.
All right.
You have 5 seconds to leave. 4, 3.
In this part of the world, they normally wave with 2 hands, but
Oh my God.
Dump you later.
oh my God, from Grace, I've gotten to 6 episodes.
Oh my gosh.
I've been so tamed. That's great.
I'm sitting here, I'm like, it was so emotional. It was really like this departure, and you're.
And the guy's like, I wish I could clap.
I wish it.
Yes.
I just want a slow clap for all.
Which one is not blood related here?
Lady Catherine almost broke her.
I have chosen this life.
Yes, this is what you chose to get into. Oh God. Yes. Yeah.
So
Yeah. And that one there, that chick,
yeah.
other one, she's from Yellowstone. She's Native American. It's pretty cool.
Nice. She's a
I
ferocious.
heard that's a good show. That's my next one.
She's a ferocious staff pounder.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She always holds the rods.
Is she a?
What is happening right now?
I love it.
Are we being? Is this offensive? I'm like, am I editing this out? Like, what's happening?
Nope. She's just a ferocious banger of rods.
Do we actually know where she's from, or are we just assuming?
No, she is on the show Yellowstone, and she plays a Native American lawyer.
God, what am I talking about? I'm like, oh,
It's
you're
all
just.
right.
I thought you're like looking at her face. You're like, oh yeah, she is totally from Yellowstone, and she's Native American. I'm like, what are you?
She even said that's a great show. I want to watch it next, and I'm like, it is really good. It's like a #1 show too.
And Ryan's like, what?
It's too.
What? Am I gonna have to edit this? What?
You just went to Big Bear, not Yellowstone.
What? Yellowstone?
I'm all,
The national park?
I thought she was Apache.
Oh,
I don't know what.
I don't remember.
Diplomats.
I don't know.
The white are diplomats. They're like a master of diplomacy and.
Nope.
White
are logic based. The grays are
what the fuck? You do this on camera? You do this? You contradict?
Hey, you know what, Ryan? I'm trying to save you from so many angry.
Don't whites go out and do the trees whenever someone's a king is gonna right? Don't they stop wars? Come on, the whites do that. They're the ones negotiating. Oh, you're slowly turning. Oh, is it about we're butting heads?
Okay,
This is basic. This is basic stuff, right?
so is
I'm surprised we're having this conversation.
Color instead of doing a flag, she could have done a tartan with all the colors in it.
I don't know what you mean, but
Tartan is
like-
a plaid, like Scottish. A tartan,
Oh,
Like a school uniform.
Oh, okay. Ooh, my favorite. I'm sorry.
Edit that.
But you know what I mean.
Why? That was funny. I didn't realize his pants are so Han Solo.
I like the leather patches on them.
Ooh, sexy.
Yeah,
those are like,
it's for a bareback.
little cargo britches.
Horseback riding.
You can actually get them at Abercrombie and Finch.
I mean, it is crotchless.
They're about $225.
What are those called? Those
Chaps? Yeah.
chaps. Yeah, sorry, I'm on stirrups.
Yes, chaps.
Korean chaps. Oh my God.
Catherine, go get your assless chaps, would you? Can you show us what they look
Don't
like?
ask for that.
I can't
Don't
picture.
ask for that because you know I've got some.
Yep.
I need to tweet this.
Oh,
You tweet.
We need to tweet that this is a discussion to be had. Did everyone realize where Fran has chaps?
they're probably assless chaps.
All right.
And like a cod piece can just be strapped right to the front, right to the back. It's like this BDSM kind of gear. Look at, there's a buckle right by his left thumb.
Yeah. What's that buckle for?
It's for
her pleasure.
For the cock box that only Edwin has the key to.
God. Cockbox. All right.
I don't know. Him and Matt have been in that room for a while.
And we have this amazing. Yeah, they have been. Oh,
A little,
good.
what was it, slap and tickle?
So wait, babe, it was slap and tickle.
Keep going,
Okay,
Catherine.
first off, what was the random boobs in the bath scene? Why did they have to be topless?
It's a
You take a
sauna.
bath?
That was
Yeah.
no the water pourers.
Oh,
They were
you
all
know,
walking
it's a-
around topless. I mean, just random. You know,
Yeah.
if you're gonna have boobs in it, have it in for a reason.
Good point.
Never mind.
You're pro boob, but you just want meaningless boob.
No, it's just like, Beer Fest. All of a sudden they'll put on a boob and you're like, well, come on, I don't want to,
Wait.
do it for
Wait. Keep going. Beer Fest, put on a boob.
No, they'll be all la, 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 and all of a sudden there'll be a boob shot, and then a la la la, and you're like, why? Random tit? Why? It's just so unnecessary for the story.
for prisoners. They love that shit.
It's not like a zoomed in boob. It's not like a zoomed in boob shot. It's just like a little hanging
Little hang
Blurry jug.
side boob. Yeah, jug next to the jug.
I mean, this was like rated 13 plus.
She's got 3 jugs with her.
Oh no! Oh man, this is the best episode to date. Oh, the level of analysis is astounding. All right, yeah. I'm surprised no one's talking about how dirty her mirror is.
Yeah, come on.
For 2
Mo.
years.
She's been gone for a while.
I mean,
Just
she has dry cleaning.
That's actually really annoying now that you're looking at it.
They have dry cleaning. You can't. I don't. Come on.
all right, there we go.
So she,
It's agent.
I really want this mirror. This is mirror stand. Though. Look at that.
everything in there is just all the like scroll work and all the
Gilding.
power.
Look at there's thumbprints and stuff on it, Ryan. You're right.
It is.
Someone sneezed on that.
It's like mirror on the wall.
It's
That
like
isn't COVID safe.
fingerprint dusting powder too. So
Maybe she uses. Maybe she.
Or maybe it's just like cocaine. Maybe
It's
someone
like
used
their
it for like
Coke
your
mirror.
Coke mirror. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gross, Moiraine.
Clean your Coke mirror.
Clean your Coke mirror, would you? Gross. Grace is stone faced. Grace is land. And Lake Catherine right now is that mountain that crumbled when they threw the boulders.
I love this right here.
Watch
This
us
is.
think of a Coke mirror.
You do that 4 or 5 more times, right? I'm 3. Oh yeah. Okay,
She's
I'm
done.
good.
All right.
I'm good.
You falling asleep?
Yeah.
Because of
Did they
course.
bring that the tube of secret or
the oath box.
The tube of secrets. No.
The tube of secrets. All right, let me put that into the Cassiisms.
Yeah.
And what's her official title, Catherine?
She's the seed.
It's so kinky.
What?
It's like
It's like latex gold.
you know what?
Was she wearing it when she was in the
Yes.
Mistress outfit?
We
wearing
see
the
it
whole
when
time.
she's taking the oath. The tube of secrets.
Oh, okay.
I thought this was still in the bedtime.
Oh my god! I just realized that.
Okay,
Cassie
wait.
So you're saying that they brought that into the bedroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So what I was thinking.
The
Go on.
all right. The golden lady squirts gold.
Okay,
And she just missed swiping.
And she edit this out, but the gold's better for handling. Gives the ears better grip.
There's no way we are editing that out, Cassie.
Yep.
There is no way. Look at my face is Moiraine's right there. Put it back. You said that. I'm like,
But you gotta think it makes it a little sturdier.
Go on. I'm almost with you. Describe it more.
So she doesn't have it there.
It makes it a little harder and stiffer.
Oh, you're talking about no side boob? Yeah,
No, not the side boob. The ear.
Oh.
But she's got it. You just can't see it. It's worn off a little on the other girl's hands.
Yeah. This is post. Yeah, this is.
Check the swan's fingertips.